Hey guys, Poisonberry Pie here, and today I'm coming to you with some news. You probably already heard about it, but I am going to say it for those who don't know. Number one is Destiny 2 is coming out. It is confirmed. Destiny 2 is project to be released in 2017, so we got a little bit of ways to go. Now, there isn't much that I have learned about this. I do know that there is an expansion coming out for the first Destiny, and that Destiny probably will become pretty obsolete. I know it did die out pretty quickly, but hopefully the next expansion, it's supposed to be a really big expansion also, so who knows what we're going to expect from there. I don't know. We'll need to see. It's probably going to be something to go along line with what happened after the Taken King. I mean, obviously it's going to be after the Taken King, but is it going to be them taking back the Earth? Is it going to be them doing something? Who knows? But other than that, what I'm going to say is also PlayStation 5. Now that I do not have much, really much about, but what I do know is that they are talking about the engines and how it's going to be much better. I mean, like, obviously they didn't need to tell us that, you know, basically, because obviously the PlayStations and Xboxes are already not looking very good. Other than that, I am going to say that basically the PlayStation 5, what will it be? When will it come out? Is it going to dethrone the PlayStation 3s? I mean, not the 3s, the PS4s and the PS and the Xbox Ones. And no news yet on about the next Xbox 2. I don't know what they're gonna call it, but whatever. Now, besides no news on that front, what else might be going on in the gaming world is that Assassin's Creed is going to be skipping a beat. Now, other than that, there isn't too much going on in the gaming industry as far as we know. Now, those who do play on PC Master Race, you don't really need to worry about the new PlayStation coming out, the new Xbox, because as far as we all know, even those who play on console, as such myself, will begrudgingly admit that no matter what, computers will always trump the systems in a certain category. In performance, they will never trump systems in price. Now that being said, you can build gaming computers for not a bad price, but you're still gonna, most gaming computers, you're gonna be looking upwards of above $1,000, basically. I don't have a gaming computer, so I don't know the details on how much they are. CPUs, graphics cards, all that, what pricing goes for. I mean, I have looked at prices, and the computer I was gonna build, it was gonna be like almost $3,000. So, and even then, next year I was gonna have to get new parts because, you know, PC. Other than that, the Xbox, what do we want in the next Xbox? What do we want in the next PlayStation? As we know, main thing is going to be graphics. Better graphics, better memory. Now, both of these, I feel like both of these systems failed miserably on their memory. Now, the reason that being said, yeah, you can't get the terabyte memory and things, but as games are getting more and more downloadable, less and less people are buying hard copies. Now, I know there are some people that just love hard copies and would never go to download. And I really like hard copies, but downloading is so much easier. It's just easier, it's just more, I want to say, convenient. It's convenient, basically. Now, I was hoping, you know, maybe they could come out with a 2 or 3 terabyte version in these next consoles. Now, what else would be a good one is I think that they could make them backwards compatible. Now, I know that Xbox One has made some of their games backwards compatible, and that is great. Now, what I really want to see is maybe not back all the way back to Xbox 360, but I want to see backwards compatibility from the start from these systems. Because there's some good games that are not going to be available in these next-gen systems that we would still like to play as a gaming community that were in the Xbox One and PS4. Now, another one is going to be, shoot. I would say that we should, down the line, I feel like these consoles are not going, this is going to be the next part of the video. Now, I'm going to be talking about consoles surviving, and what they should be, which I have already talked about. Sorry, I didn't announce this before, but this is going to be the second half of the video. Now, I feel like for consoles to survive, as parts are getting cheaper for the PC, and I feel like one day, maybe a couple years down the road, that PC will be able to almost match console in its pricing. Now, I know it's not going to be, I know it's not a perfect world, but what I would really like to see, and what a lot of people would like to see, is the consoles to merge, almost. By that I mean that we should let them cooperate with each other. They should team up. It shouldn't be pitting one console against another. Mine is better than yours, because overall, that is why PC will overall take over the gaming industry. And personally, I wouldn't really mind, but I don't feel like paying $1,000 for a gaming PC and then every single year having to upgrade it. Now, if the consoles, if all they need to do is, I'm not saying maybe make one system, maybe make a combination of the Xbox and the PlayStation. Use the technologies from both of them, the best technologies from both of them, because they each have something that they both beat each other in, and they come together, and all they need to do is make one great console. Or another thing that would be nice is you can choose the consoles. There are no exclusives, and you can both play together. That means while the Call of Duty you see right here, you can play Call of Duty on Xbox. You can be playing against somebody who is using a PlayStation. Now, that isn't hard at all. Computers have that down already. Now, by that, like, not all computers are the same. They're not all made the same. They're definitely not the same company. But they all play together just fine. Now, why can't they do that with consoles? It's because they don't want to do it with consoles. Now, I think it would boost their sales tremendously. Think about the gaming community coming together as one to pretty much save the console and their lives. Now, I don't think it's going to be inevitable that these consoles will die out sometime. Think about the older systems, the GameCube, stuff like that. There was a time when Nintendo was on top of the gaming industry. They were the leading gaming industry. Now, especially with that GameCube, they were great. They hit the hammer on the head of the nail. Now, what are going to be what will the next consoles be besides the PlayStation 5 and whatever the next Xbox will be? What company do you think right now is going to come out and take it by storm, have all the games, everything like that, just take the whole industry by storm and dethrone these two main systems, because right now there really is no other system that there are no other systems that are competing with it on the same with them on the same level. Now, Nintendo, they have fallen back. They are still around, but I don't feel like they're ever going to gain what they once used to be. They might, who knows? But I don't think they ever will. And that's going to be pretty much the end of this commentary. I hope you all liked the video. Sorry it was a rough game, but tell me what you think. Like, share, and